It's the Joseph Bristol Show.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the Joseph Bristol Show. This California sun is hot as hell. But so today's episode is not really a real to real, or it's more like a movie review, but it is kind of like a reel to real. No, I'd say more of a movie review. For those who don't know, reel to real is basically when I watch a movie and then I take parts of that movie or pieces of that movie and I put it into real life, showing how it should be applied to real life. And of course, a movie review is just me talking about what I think about the movie. So I watched Netflix original How It Ends. And man, the writing is amazing. Let me start off with that. The writing is absolutely amazing. So basically you got this story about this guy named Will and his wife, well, not his wife, but his girlfriend. Basically he's gonna marry her, and he goes to his in-laws' house while on a business trip just to talk to them, really to ask the dad for his daughter's hand in marriage. But the dad doesn't really like him. He has like this huge problem with him. It kind of explains a little bit about like a vacation that basically happened, and something happened on the vacation, and so from there he didn't really like him. And this guy Will, and the dad, they just don't get along. So something happens in California. The wife or the girlfriend calls Will and is like, "Oh babe, I love you, I miss you, blah blah blah." Then boom, some shit occurs where like the power goes out, they get cut off. He's worried about his daughter. He goes back to the in-laws. Now the father-in-law is ex-military, so I like that. So he goes back to the in-law. He's talking to the in-law. The dad is like, "Yo," basically the in-law, the father-in-law is like, "Yo, listen, that's my only daughter out in California. I only got one question for you, because I don't know what the hell's going on. The military's flying around. There's no electricity. There's no cell phone service. So are you coming with me? Because I'm going to my only daughter. About to send my wife to go over here to some friend's house, and I'm taking care of I'm about to go look for my only daughter." So boom, they go out on this cross-country journey to go find his only daughter. And it was good. It was good. One of the things, now this is why I said this is a reel-to-real episode, because one thing I hate about survival movies, I think I've said this before, I hate stupidness in survival movies. So we all know that. Well, that's not really true, because there are people who do stupid things even when it's crunch time. But like, there's situations where it's like, yo, you gotta do what you gotta do. And if you look at any movie where it's survival of the fittest, basically the world has gone to chaos. Yeah, you got good people out there. You got people who will help you and look out for you and try to be nice to you. And then you got motherfuckers who will just set you up and try to kill you, take your gas, murder you, take your wife. You know what I'm saying? People who will try to take your car. So they get put into a lot of these situations. The progression of the character Will was beautiful. In the beginning, he is a naive, foolish man. This is a man who will stop and try to help any and everybody. And that, of course, puts them in predicaments that they could have avoided. So he stops to help this one lady. They end up getting robbed. He's talking to these guys at the gas station, or he's talking to this girl at the gas station, trying to be a nice guy. They end up almost getting robbed. He pulls over to help somebody, help this couple. They almost get robbed. So it's like a lot of the times he's just trying to be a good person in a time of chaos, and that ends up badly for them. But overall, story quality written was great. The action, great, good action in this movie. It's not a lot of talking. It's not a lot of wasted time. The movie basically just kind of gets to the point, and then when it's on point, it's just pushing through the story. It's telling you about the characters, their backstory. It's showing you who this guy Will is and how far he's willing to go. You got, on one point, you got the father, who's just a dad trying to do right by his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be a good dad. Then you got the father. Then you got Will, who's just a boyfriend trying to turn husband, having a baby with this girl. He love her. He want to get back to the woman that he loved. And the story is just really good. They introduced some side characters. I love the little side character, Ricky. Loved that. There was a girl in there who's a mechanic. and she's a good person. She ends up having to kill people, and that just it like pushes her over the edge, even though the whole reason why she had to kill people was, again, Will's desire to be a good person. Real to real now, the real to real moment in this is, even in the Armageddon, even in the face of danger, of crisis, when the world is going to shit, like I said, you got good people and you got bad people, but you have to consider the price of being a good person in those times. So when there's limited water, limited gas, limited resources, it goes back to something for something equals something. So if you helping this person is going to equate to absolutely nothing, then you really got to consider whether or not you should help this person. And it's not being a bad person if you don't help them either. Because if someone's trying to kill you and you let them kill you, that's not murder, that's technically suicide. You let this person kill you. But if someone's trying to kill you and you kill them in defense of yourself, that's not technically murder, because you had to defend yourself. Allowing them to kill you would have been suicide. So it's just like a very philosophical conundrum. But overall, man, this is the end. Great movie, man. I'm gonna start rating my movies 1 out of 10, because I can't do 5. 5 is too small. So for this movie, I'm gonna give this movie a 7. It ends on a cliffhanger, so you know there's more to the movie. Of course, they don't explain what happened, but you know, like I said, the progression of the character, Will, the main character, was amazing. The progression was amazing. So I'm giving this a 7 because the writing was good, the acting was good, the straight to the point was good. The low rating comes really from, I like movies with like moral backstory. So I like movies that make you really think about life, make you really think about your decisions as a person. So it's pretty good though, man. I enjoyed it. So thanks for watching another episode of the Joseph Bristol Show.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Joseph Bristol Show. Let's all never forget, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Just be happy and survive.
Make sure you like and subscribe.